Hey everybody, this is my 2016 Mazda 6 GT. My speakers on the door, the Bose sound system, those Bose speakers are blown. So rather than replacing the speakers at a great cost, I'm going to attempt to do a little at-home repair. We'll let you know how that goes. Alright, so there's my speaker. To give you a little before sound of what we're dealing with so you can hear this, the speaker cracking here, I'm going to turn on some music. A little personal favorite, Anthony Evans. You can hear the cracking. Alright, so we're going to attempt to fix this. Alright, so the first step here is there are two screws that we need to remove that hold the door panel onto the actual door. Right behind this plastic piece there's a screw, and then right down in here under this rubber piece there's a screw. So I'm going to grab a pick and I'm going to remove those two plastic pieces, and then we're going to pop those screws out. We're going to attempt to get this door off here. And all I have is this little pick here from a hook and pick set, and we're just going to get behind this little plastic piece right here and just pop it right off. A little tough with one hand here. Bam, just like that. Takes care of that. We're going to set this aside on the seat. Got the one screw there. And then we just got to get under this piece as well and just pop that up. And there you go. There's your two screws. So we're going to take our drill and we're going to go ahead and pop those out as well. Make sure you put these screws in a spot where you're not going to lose them, because you are going to need to put those back in, obviously. And there. All right. Also, we're going to go ahead and pop this little trim piece out up here, and all you got to do for that is just pull on it. Just little white clips in there. That one fell off. It just pops right into those holes. So that pops off nice and easy. All right. Now that we got the screws out, and we got the plastic piece trim pieces out and this top piece out, we're going to just find a spot here down by the speaker. You get your hands under down here, and we're going to give it a tug. You'll start hearing the pops from those fasteners popping off. There you go. Here we go, we're out. And then to get this door trim piece out so we don't crack it, you can just slide that right out like that. Slide this piece out. Otherwise, if you try to get this out without taking that screw out, you'll crack this trim piece. And then there's just a couple of wiring pieces we got to unhook, and we're good. We can just go ahead and remove this whole door panel. So we're just going to come around to this back side, these couple clips right there on the back side of our switches, and we're just going to pop those off. We should be free and clear. And there we go. Those are popped off. Took just a couple seconds to press those little tabs in right there and pop them off. Got the door panel. We're going to set this aside, and there's our speaker. All right, we're looking at the speaker here. We're just going to go in and take that little clamp off there. Remove the wire piece so that our speaker's free and clear. And we're actually just going to take these, we don't need to take the whole frame out there, so we can just unscrew those 4 Phillips screws and pull our speaker out. I'm going to go ahead and shut the video off so I can have both hands to do this part. Alright, we got the speakers out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just take a screwdriver, flathead screwdriver behind this little piece right here, and just tweak it out. Like I said, I'm just showing you this. I'm actually going to shut the phone off here while we do this so we don't drop the speaker, but that's all we're going to do to pop the speaker out. Alright, and just like that, the speaker is out. We have it free and clear. There's our housing. Here's the speaker. We're going to go here over at the workbench and take a look at the back part of the speaker. Alright, here's the back part of our speaker. This is where we're having the problems are coming from. If you look at the finish here on this side, is real nice and clean the way it should be. As you get around to this top part, you'll start to see some corrosion there on the metal. And if we take our finger and push on that, you can see how that pulls away from the metal like that, and that shouldn't be doing that. This should be nice and tight, just like this side. So now to fix it. Alright, so here we are. I got the speaker out. We got our glue ready and some clamps. I didn't have these clamps. These are just small quick on needle nose spring clamps. So I went to my local box store, home improvement store, or you can go to your hardware store, wherever. And I spent $12.58 on 6 clamps and a bottle of glue. So hopefully for $12.58 we can fix this blown speaker, rather than spending probably the hundreds of dollars to replace both speakers. So what we're going to do is just take our glue. We're going to take it to the spots where it's really pulling away there. And we're going to run the glue around there and put our clamps on. Alright, let's get this over here. We're going to put a liberal amount of glue in here probably. We want to make sure this stays. We don't want to be doing this again. Try to get it up as far as we can. Alright, now we're going to slap the clamps on. Let it sit for a little bit. Make sure we get some up here. I might have those spaced a little close together there, so I'm gonna move them around. Alright, there we go. We got the clamps on. We're just going to let this sit. Let that glue set. Alright, so I let this sit for about 25-30 minutes, probably way longer than I needed to, but I just wanted to give it plenty of time. So if you notice, this is the part right here where we had the corrosion and the speaker pulling away. So if we go to push on that now, you can see that that's not pulling away anymore from the metal. It's nice and tight, just like the other side. So I think we're good on this one. We're going to go ahead and reinstall the opposite way of the way we just took it out. One thing you want to remember when you're installing this back in is that you put it back in this direction, so that clip line up just like this. So that clip is facing up, so that our clip right there will reach it. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. So we are back. Everything is all together. Both door panels are back on. Speakers are put back in. Everything went back together nicely. I did call the the dealership to get a couple more of the plastic clips that hold the door on, so those were a couple bucks a piece. While I was on the phone with them, I asked them what the cost was to replace these speakers. They told me they were $240 a speaker. So $480 to replace both speakers, and we fixed it for $12.58, and then about 20 bucks in the clips. So 35 bucks fixed both speakers. Now's a moment of truth. I'm going to replay that first song that we listened to, and let's see if that crack is gone. Good sign. You remember how much that was rattling in that first sound clip. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it's helpful. For under 50 bucks or under 40 bucks, you can fix your Bose speakers in your Mazda 6 with a little super glue and some clamps. Have a great day.